This is the Zapata Brand Podcast, Quick Hits Edition, with George Zapata, with Coach Diz and Jerzey JZ.
Hey guys, welcome to Quick Hits here on the Zapata Brand Podcast, brought to you by Ringside. Go to ringside.com/podcast, and you too can get up to 40% off selected brands. Also brought to you by Ace Sunglasses. Go to acesunglasses.com.au, enter the promo code Mr. G30 and get 30% off your sunglasses, men and women. It's sunglasses that are for true champions. Well, guys, we are back finally after a long absence. Back,
what up? What's up? What up?
Zapata Brand, Quick Hits, which we haven't done in a while.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it now. A couple things going on. Happy Mother's Day, first of all. Not to you guys, unless you identify as women. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Anything going on over the weekend that we can talk about that where you guys were? Coach Diz, where were you this weekend?
I was out in Berwick taking care of little Jax. Went to his game. Did pretty good. Pitched about an inning, 3 strikeouts. Did pretty good.
Yeah,
where were you?
Me? Oh, I was in Maryland. I had a I had a graduation. It was an incredible, comfortable seating arrangement I had. It was not a good seating arrangement. Of course, my wife was late getting to the event, and it was packed. The place was packed because it is a Mount St. Mary's a very good school, so it's like it's private, but there's a lot of people there. And we went there, and my wife finds 4 seats in the middle of the aisle, somewhere down low. So we go down there, we're there, and it's only me and her sitting there.
Pretty comfortable.
Oh, it was comfortable. Nobody next to us except 2 empty chairs until I look to my right, and a rather large woman decides she's going to come down the aisle and sit next to me. Sits right next to me. Half of her butt cheek was on my leg. And it was so uncomfortable. I was like this, and my shoulder's bad. So I'm like, man, my shoulder's so bad that I can't I can't do anything with it. And I had to get up and leave. I went to the back. To watch it and ended up doing that. Skip Mulligan,
what's up?
What's up, buddy?
Mulligan, give him a nice shout out.
Always.
Morella's on there. What's up, Morella?
How the hell do you see that?
I don't know. I see it in the comments. You don't? You don't see any comments?
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Don't have to get hot about it. Don't have to get hot. I just asked a question.
So what has everybody been doing since we had our loss?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what someone's been doing. Jerzey JZ, straight out of Jersey, blowing up his channel like crazy.
Yeah.
What's happened on your channel?
No, we got a lot of great things. Me and Greg got a great show every Thursday live at 8:00.
A lot of controversy.
Victor Martinez.
A lot of controversy on that show.
Oh yeah, a lot of controversy between them, RX and Dave and all that stuff. But all fun, all good. We talk privately. Everything's good. So we're just gonna roll straight ahead. They have a big show coming up in Alabama, big bodybuilding meet and greet. So Dave's going to be there. The Whack Pack is going to be there. Jimmy the Bull, Lee Priest, Greg. Everyone's going to be there. It's going to be a good
Apparently,
time.
you got to leave a day in advance to get there, huh?
Yeah, I do. Well, it's a long way. George says you found a flight?
I just found a direct flight for $290. No, $255. 255, 2 hours, 29 minutes.
Is it on JetBlue or something? Is it like one of those, George?
No, it's a single engine propeller.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No, no, it's good.
I don't know. You don't want to trust him because last time he came back from Vegas.
No, that was my wife. No, that was my wife. That was my wife who booked that one. I wouldn't do that. El Cheapo over there, going crazy here. Skip Mulligan's in the house. Great to see you guys. Yeah, I never miss a Thursday night. Love that show so much, and you guys.
Dora Fax, what's up, man?
Oh, Dora Fax I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen Dora Fax in a while, but he's there.
I think Larry is serious about fighting. Yeah, but JZ, what's the inside story? Because believe it or not, somebody asked me on my live about Lee. He said, "Why are they going to fight, or would they fight?"
Well, I don't. I think Lee is kidding around. That's the way he is. And I guess some people take him serious, and Lee's upset about it. So okay. I don't know. I don't think it's not going to happen. I think it was all fun that got carried away, and I think that's why it's a little bit uneasy right now.
Okay.
You know?
I would put my money on Lee. Just to be.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm
know.
Captain Protein, Mr. G is in the house.
No,
What's up, Mr.
G is
G?
in the house. Is George going to Alabama? Now, do you mean Mr. G or do you mean me? Because if it means me, I am going and nowhere near that place. me and flights don't go well.
No, you don't go well.
Nope.
George, I got some questions for you.
Okay. Yeah, I love the content of positivity you guys shared. Oh, nice. John Cena.
John Cena, the real John Cena? Is that the John
That's the
Cena?
real John Cena.
You can't see me?
JZ.
What did he say?
JZ. He said you can't.
Real
see
American
me.
men here. Love the content and positivity you guys bring. That's right.
Lee
Lee boxes all the time.
Yeah. I saw
He
him with
does.
his gloves on. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does box all the time.
Mr. G, I'm sure he knows. Charles Lucas Rosa made his MMA debut Friday. Won. I saw that he won there. But you do have some questions, so let's get to the questions.
All right. So we got Mark from Park Ridge, New Jersey, and he says, Zapata brothers, I'm a big Devin Haney fan. He said after Garcia came in overweight, he won but didn't get the title. It says, why did Haney get the loss? I believe he should have been a no contest.
Coach, do you want to take that?
You can start it. You can start it.
Okay. So wait, why did he take the loss?
Why did he get David Haney get the loss if he didn't get the title? Guys asking. He says he should have been a no contest. He believes.
Well, it'll be a no contest because he failed the drug test. Whether
Allegedly,
no, he did fail the Ostarine test. That's 100%. It was in his body.
Second one came back?
Whether it was
another one came back.
No, came back negative. But Ostarine is in it. It's still in it. That still didn't come back clean. That one did not. Second one did not come back clean. Okay. You still have Ostarine in the system, so you can't have anything that is not qualitative or quantitative. You can't have any of that in your system. He failed that drug test, 100%. Okay, that clear. So there's a banned substance that he used. Whether it was contaminated or not, it's still in the system. Okay, so it should go to a no contest. It should. I'd have to check with Kevin to find out if that's what's going to happen. I'm not, but it should go to a no contest because if he had a banned substance, that's it. As far as the overweight issue goes, you cannot win the belt. You can lose the belt if you're the champion and you're overweight, you lose the belt automatically, and your opponent can only win the belt. Yeah. If you're the opponent who's challenging for the belt is overweight, he cannot win the belt. The other guy, it would go vacant. So I think that's how it goes. Or maybe the other guy can't win. Oh no, if the other guy loses, he's still if let's say Haney would have lost. And he was overweight, or Haney wins and he's overweight, the belt goes vacant. Yeah. So they're both. So you have to win the fight. You have to win the fight. I mean, he got his brakes beat off. I mean, he got his ass kicked. That was a bad fight.
So if it's a no contest, Haney gets the L removed, loss from his record.
If it'll be no contest, no contest. He'd be 24-0 and 1, or 27-0 and 1. No contest. Yes, which I believe will happen. I believe he will. I honestly believe he will. I honestly think he will. That just makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only answer for that question.
Okay. And to be honest with you, I don't know if there was enough in his system to make a difference. But what was he using prior to? I saw an interview with Victor Conte. Said he had, I think 600 times or 6,000 times the amount it was supposed to be, or 600 times the amount, or something like that. 60 or 60. It was some 60 amount of times of Ostarine in your system. The problem with that equation, 0.0001 is like the amount you could have in there. So anything times that is a huge number. Because you can't have anything in it. It's like a alcohol content. If you have 0.000, if you have a little bit and you're underage, you're still drunk because you can't drink while you're underage.
Yep. All right. Next question. Alex from Hope, New Jersey says, Terrence Crawford versus Canelo is the fight I want to see happen. What?
No, get away from Hope, New Jersey. You keep throwing those.
I do guys, but that's what I got. So from Hope, Canelo versus Crawford. Canelo versus Crawford is what I want to see. I hope it happens. If it does happen, who do you pick to win?
I'll go first. George always said never bet on Crawford anymore, but still, I just think the size difference of Canelo will make a difference. Although Crawford is a smart fighter, I think Canelo is just a bigger fighter and the harder puncher. Still a slick fighter, Moves pretty good defense. So that's what I think would happen. But I think Georgia has some different opinions on it.
No, you know what? I never bet against Crawford, but then again, I can't bet against Canelo. I kept saying he's going to lose. He's getting old over time. So this is like, this is the one where whoever I choose, I feel bad for because they're going to lose. Canelo, I think, would win this one only because of his size and his power and his strength. If Crawford can take his punches, because he's going to be hitting him on the shoulders, on the arms. So if it's anything, it's going to be down the road where he'll, like, 10, 11, 12 round that he'll get stopped. I think he would get stopped only because he's so big and so strong.
Yeah.
He did look a little less slick than he has been with his head movement in his last fight against Munguia. Munguia is slow. He's a little slow with his feet. So he kind of, he's not as quick. But Munguia looked good in his first couple rounds. Then he lost it. Then he just lost it because I think the power kind of took him over, and that was the end of the fight there.
I'm gonna take Canelo because I heard he's a Coach Diz fan.
Yes,
that's what I heard. Rumor has it Canelo likes Coach Diz.
Yeah,
Zapata's very big. That name is big in Mexico. It's huge.
Huge in Mexico, and that's why Canelo had said to Jim Lampley, he said, "Hey, I saw you on Zapata podcast," and I'm like, "Oh," is that? And then Fred said, "I think Fred put Jim up to it." He said, "Why didn't I interview with Dennis?" So no, I highly doubt that he was looking at. There is someone here.
Yes.
To catch this replay, just wanted to hop in and say hello. That is Rehabilitated Behavior. Hey, how are you, buddy?
What's up, Rehabilitated? Who it is? All right.
Rehabilitated Behavior.
Okay. Skip Mulligan. Thoughts on Conor McGregor buying into bare knuckle fight?
Hey, very good point. I will have Dave Feldman on. Dave Feldman is one of the owners of BKFC to talk about this. My thoughts are. And we just I just sent him a message. He said he's coming on, I think, next week to talk about it. My thoughts on that is it's strange because I remember when Misha Tate was doing commentating for ONE FC and she wanted to come back to UFC. Dana White made her say, "You got to quit ONE UFC."
Yeah.
And now he's here. Conor McGregor's owning another part of a combat company.
And he's fighting in 2 months, 3 months.
Yep.
I don't know how much training he's doing, but that Chandler's a tough fight for him, and I've said it before on the show. I think Chandler's going to knock him out. I just have a funny feeling that he's not in shape. And when you're that wealthy, do you really need to be getting in the ring? Probably not. Then now he's owns BKFC. He has the whiskey. He's doing very well financially. You don't need to do that.
I think that's a smart thing for BKFC.
Took a lot of exposure.
Big time.
Who would know? I know Dave's brother Damon. He promoted Jackie Frazier Lyde's fight in the Big Kahuna. Our friend Monty was there.
In Delaware?
In Delaware. My girl fought
Monty
Jackie
Lucius?
Frazier. Yeah. Monty Lucius was there, Diz was there, and we had my girl fought Jackie Frazier, Joe Frazier's daughter's first fight. And she got knocked out in about 40 seconds, but we thought it was going to go well. It did not.
Hey, see what's going on. He said, "Where's Greg Valentino?" He's not here tonight.
He's not here. He's in. I could send him the chat if he wants to come in. I don't know.
Mr. G says, Rehab says that I agree. Chandler's going to hurt him. I agree. Captain Protein, Mr. G says that Hector Lombard trains at the gym.
Hector Lombard, he's very good. He had a classic punch.
Yes.
The guy, some guy jumped over the ring and wanted to challenge him. The guy,
Hector
hit him with a 1-2 combination, put that guy on roller skates quick.
Yes, he did. And speaking of bare knuckle, we have a question from Tim from Hackensack, and he said, Zapata Bros, bare knuckle fighting is very brutal, but what is the major difference in rules than boxing and bare knuckle?
Ooh, the rules
I know bare knuckle you can hold behind the neck and punch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, training aspect of it, it's a lot of the same. But once you get down to the sweet science of it, the footwork, how close, the angles, it's a little different. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in there with bare knuckles instead of I would rather have boxing gloves.
Yes.
I mean, just a brutal sport. George, what do you think?
The difference is obviously the gloves. They're only allowed the tape on the wrist to prevent the breaking of the wrist.
Break wrist, of course.
It is when you go down, they're very similar. You do fight at close quarters. You can grab. Evidently, you can grab hair because that one guy was grabbing the hair.
Yeah.
Whose hair was he grabbing?
We'll be good. We wouldn't have an issue with that.
No. But whose hair was he grabbing and punching him? And
Mike
he was
Perry.
from UFC. He made his debut. Oh shit! He just did this the other day, and the guy was grabbing his head and punching him. He's a tough guy. Oh, it was Alfred Angulo.
Okay.
Right, and he was grabbing his hair and punching him. And Angulo actually ended up winning the fight, knocking the guy out.
Did you see that fight where the guy gets hit and his nose completely turns, like went over here somewhere by his cheek?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's been some brutal knockouts the last couple, and I want to search one here.
Yeah,
what
I
is
said-
one?
But there's
One-
there's a quick
Yeah.
thing if you don't know that, even though and they analyzed the past 4 years of MMA, boxing, and bare knuckle. Bare knuckle has more lacerations than any sport, but boxing and MMA have more injuries, believe it or not.
What do you mean?
They said bare knuckle has more lacerations on the face and neck, but boxing and MMA get more injuries. Now, I don't know what injuries mean, but more injuries, they said.
If they're talking
Yeah.
about the head injuries, it's probably because of the gloves. You can absorb a lot of the
Well,
punishment.
not only that, your injuries happen. When you get knocked out, okay, you're out for a couple seconds, and if you get in boxing, you get knocked out, but then you get back up,
That 10
and
seconds.
you're kind of like dazed, and then the guy goes right back at you.
Yes.
So now you're concussed, then you're going to concuss more,
Yeah.
which makes it 10 times worse. So that's where you get the injuries. Is left in UFC. You notice they get hit once, they're down, it's over. The
Yep.
ref stops it. It was like, no, we're done, and that's it. That's pretty smart.
C said that in his country, we have a sport called super bare knuckle. No rules, knuckle dusters allowed. You go 20 seconds, 5 rounds. Wow.
20 seconds?
20 seconds.
20 seconds for 5 rounds.
What country is this? See,
I don't know. Actually, see what country you're from. Let us know in the chat.
No rules. So
more because of bare knuckle blows break.
Yeah.
Shit like a phone book.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I know.
yeah, but that's what it says. More cuts. Skip Munkin says more cuts from bare knuckle. Yes, you get a lot of lacerations. They said, but boxing MMA has more injuries.
Yeah, I would imagine just because of the concussions and stuff like that.
The gloves.
Yes, exactly.
Denmark. He's in Denmark.
He's in Denmark. It's a Copenhagen
underground. Illegal. Oh, well, that explains a little bit.
It's illegal. Wow. Okay.
All right.
Wow.
We'll put that there.
like the Fight Club.
Yeah,
It's
like the
similar.
bike.
Oh,
Yes.
you ever see that when they have the hay around and the guy goes bang, gets knocked out like that? That's a crazy sport too.
Yeah.
Just say so happy to see your channel grow as much as the other. God bless you, Joe.
Thank you.
Yes, God bless you, Joe. Yeah, his channel is growing. It is growing here.
Mhm.
So we had those. What were the other questions I saw?
We got another question coming in. He says, this is a wrestling question. We're going to mix it up a little bit.
Ooh, like it.
All right. And it's from Ryan. And he says, do you guys think that wrestling is now in good hands with Triple H and The Rock?
I say yes.
I think so too. What do you think, George?
Oh, I think so. I mean, if they go back to where it was, where they kind of The Rock was always better as a bad guy when he came out there and he insulted people, because outside the ring he was who he was. When he was in front of the camera, he played a different role, and that's the role people want to see. You know, outside he could still do the charities and all that other stuff. He does a good job with it, but the entertainment part, I want to see that Rock that I saw at WrestleMania.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I haven't watched wrestling in I can't tell you how long, but when I saw the Rock and how he dressed, his entrance, you know,
The final boss.
What?
The final boss. He was the final boss.
Yeah.
It's even that. I mean, I was like, man, get a load of fatso over there. I thought it was JZ.
The final boss.
Yeah,
I like that.
But it's good. It's a good.
His entrance is cool.
Entrance is real good. It's definitely a lot better than the last. Again, I haven't seen it in. I can't tell you how long I haven't watched wrestling.
But I'll
Yeah,
tell you
chat from
what.
Smalls. Smalls came in and he said, I'm late to the show, guys. Maybe you talked about already. Lomachenko. Yes, he fought last night. Put on a
yes,
great
yeah.
show.
We are going to talk about that. Coach Diz, did you see the fight?
I saw highlights of it.
Okay.
I forgot it was on, and then this morning it was like, oh,
KO in 11, correct?
KO 11. I saw it.
body shot.
Now, here's the deal with Lomachenko. I don't know if you can really gauge this as to is he ready for a tank or someone like that. Tank didn't want to fight him years ago. He said he would fight him now.
Yeah.
His footwork is phenomenal.
Well, yeah, it is. Was it Tank or was it more Mayweather?
No, Tank. Tank didn't want to fight him. Tank didn't want to fight him. Mayweather is not even in close to weight class. He's way heavy.
No. Since he was promoting.
I don't know. I don't know. But I tell you, his footwork is there, which is the first thing to go. So maybe he does. Maybe he is okay still. I don't think the Haney fight took much out of him.
He picked him apart.
So what do I think? I don't think Kambosos is a measuring stick as to where he's going to be. I think he is a step below there in that level. I would like to see him fight a Teofimo Lopez. I'd like to see him fight. I don't think Teo would go down to 35. Tank is the guy
for the rematch.
For who?
Lopez and Lomachenko.
I'd like to see him fight and get that back. Okay. I think he would do good there. Would he go to 40 or 35? I don't think he'd go to 35. Lomachenko would go to 40.
I always like Lomachenko.
Tank, from what Bob Arum says, Tank is the next fight that he wants to put together.
Yep.
I don't know, because Tank is a good boxer too. But man, Lomachenko is very slick. Doesn't get hit much, but I don't think the measuring stick is going to be Kambosos. You got to put him in with somebody else.
I mean, there was some round that was like Kambosos landed like what, 3 punches?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Man.
It wasn't a good
3
night.
punches.
Yeah,
one round was one.
Yeah, it wasn't a good night for George.
No,
not good.
I mean, I was always a big fan of Lomachenko. I thought he beat Haney.
I thought Haney won, but I'm a Haney guy.
Yeah.
So,
all right. We got another one. We got Tommy from Paramus, New Jersey, and he said he's a big John Jones fan. Is John Jones going to fight Mahorsic? That's his name, right? Mahorsic, right?
Stipe Miocic.
Are they going to fight? And who do you think wins?
You're right, through towel in, but it was going to be stopped. He threw the towel in, but it's still the referee stopped it at that point. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think John Jones will destroy Stipe.
Do you really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will defeat Hulk Hogan. Wait, what's this now? Go back to the point.
John Jones beating
John Jones.
Stipe, I think he should beat him. Yeah, he should. Stipe doesn't have the greatest chin.
Easily.
Yeah. I think Tom Aspinall is the more dangerous fight.
Yep, because he's quicker, he's younger. Slow.
Jones had an injury, though. He's coming off an injury, right?
Yeah.
Hasn't fought since he won against Gain.
2 injuries, right?
Yeah, he tore something, hasn't fought since he was the title.
And then his elbow or shoulder had an
issue. So who knows?
I would defeat Hulk Hogan.
So, George, who do you think wins?
I think John Jones. I think John Jones wins. I think John Jones beats him. I think he beats him pretty easily, actually. I don't even think it's a close fight. Nope. Stipe's on the downslide there, and he hasn't fought in a while either.
Last time he fought, he got knocked out by Francis.
Yeah, remember his hair was flying all over the place. He took a couple of real stiff ones. Oof.
Yeesh. Paul says he agrees about John Jones, but those guys can throw a bomb at any time.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at Derek Lewis last night. Derek Lewis. Why Derek Lewis was wrestling with that guy? I have no clue. No idea why he was wrestling with him. And then he hit him with that bomb, and it was over.
Oh yeah!
Wow. No, he did.
He was.
Did you see McKinnon get knocked out with the kick?
Who?
It was Terrence McKinnon.
No. Oh, he got knocked out.
Oh man, he got knocked down, slid down the cage, smiling.
Shit, he was supposed to come on the show. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, he is the future heavyweight division. I think Alex Pereira might be also.
You're big on him having you're big on him.
Alex Pereira? Yeah.
Moving to heavyweight.
Yep, I'm real big. I think he just carries his weight very well.
Yeah, is this it right here?
George,
what was it with? Was it with a flying knee?
No, it was a kick.
Are you sure?
The hand speed of a welterweight with elite ground game. Yep.
Who's this?
John Cena. Talking about it.
Wait, but no. What do you say now? I'm sorry.
Tom Aspinall.
Hand speed with that's Aspinall. Yeah. No,
yep. No, he's right.
I the only time I saw Tom Aspinall was that one fight that he lost, and then I saw the other fight where he was prior to that, and I thought he was okay.
Well, he only lost because he tore his knee.
Yeah, but I'm saying I saw that and I was like, maybe I didn't think anything crazy with him. I thought okay, maybe okay, but evidently
You didn't see the knockout yet, huh?
no, I can't find it on here. Let me see if I could get it.
It was
George, actually, someone sent me a question about you.
Okay.
And it was from Hazleton, PA, someone named Steve. And he said, George, what happened to your fight?
Oh, boy.
What was your injury?
All right. Steve from Hazleton. Let me explain to you what happened here.
You got time?
Okay.
We got time?
We got time. Okay. And then I'll look up for that knockout. Okay. So here's what happened. Back in February, I threw a left hook to the body on one of my sparring partners. And I knew something was wrong with my shoulder. I said, "Ooh, something was bad." And I remember I couldn't lift my arm. Couldn't even lift it. So I thought, it's just I just twinged it or something. It'll be fine. I thought maybe just because it was sore. No big deal. About 2 weeks went by, 3 weeks went by, and we're getting close. I'm like, I ain't gonna even make weight, let alone be in shape.
We knew that.
Who are you talking, fatso? What are you talking about?
You know, this is the first time I can sit there and just be like,
yeah, you can't say we can't say shit. 46 pounds. This is down 46 pounds.
Yeah, you lost 46 pounds.
46 pounds. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, you look at me so nothing. I saw, you cut out that friggin' soda. That was the biggest poison. So,
all right, let's get back.
Anyway, tear that happens. I didn't know if it was torn. I know what was going on. So I go to a doctor, which I don't even know if the doctor's watching now. There's 16 people here. I highly doubt he's one of the 16 watching. So he gives me an x-ray and I'm like, Doc, I don't think the x-ray is the right thing. He says, oh, you got something right here. He gives me a shot in my back that goes through the AC joint. He's like, in 2 days, what?
And all that blubber.
So he gives me the shot and I'm like, I should be okay. He said, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be good. Well, I was moving it okay, but it was the like the quick reaction twitch, the quick twitch fibers were not firing. They just weren't. So I went to Dave Kerfman. Dave Kerfman's a great physical therapist here, and he's like, I wish we can get you that MRI because they wouldn't give me an MRI. We were working; it was getting better. I thought, okay, I think I'll be okay. I told the promoter, I think I'm good. I think I'm good to go. Then I said, I got to spar though, so I got to get in to see how I am. I went to spar. The second I got hit here with my hand, same thing happened. Lit it all up again. Went to go see Dr. Boyle in Hazleton. And he said, your problem's not your AC joint. Your problem is your long head bicep connecting to your pec. Puts the shot in there. It's good, but it's not great. But you certainly can't fight with one hand. So I get the MRI on Tuesday with the ink that goes through to see exactly where the tear is. He thinks it's a small little tear here. You shave down this one bone that keeps pulling into the going into that tendon. He said, "Do you think you'll be fine?" So it looks like they're going to reschedule for October. But I mean, or it could just totally be done. I have no idea. But you got to have two hands to fight.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's where that was at with there. What's this guy's name? T-Rex, right? Terrence
McKinnon.
McKinnon. Meanwhile, while he's looking for that, Diz, Nick right now says he believes pound for pound the best fighter is Canelo. Who do you think pound for pound is the best fighter?
Terrence Crawford.
You think so, Terrence Crawford?
Right now. But he's going to be.
What about Inoue, the monster?
I don't know. I'm still not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan either, and they're
has
killing
to fight
me.
in the United States.
They're killing me. Everybody's killing me, from Kevin Iole to our buddy Fred.
Look, it's just like back in the day when Ricky Hatton, they had him up there as the pound for pound. Wait, and then he fought in America, and he lost. Just wait until he fights in America. Just add up his comfort zone, and then we'll see. But I think Crawford's been overseas fighting. So, I mean, who do you think, JZ?
I like Canelo because he's a Zapata fan.
Okay.
Zapata likes us. Canelo likes us.
Good. That's a good one. What's happened? What about you, George?
I honestly think it is Canelo for me. Only because, no, I think it's Crawford, but I also think Canelo has a chance to I'm going to share this quick. I think the reason being is because Crawford's on the ascend, maybe about 3 or 4 fights to see what his level is going to be at, and I think Canelo's on his back end. That's all. But definitely, here's the whoa. You guys seen this?
I saw this.
I said, go ahead.
All right, now here goes this video. Watch this guy get kicked.
Right here. It's coming up.
Pow.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Yeah, not good. Not good there.
Yeah, smell Pete smiling.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. That was it. Wow, you got knocked out. That's not good.
Come on, he was gonna come on.
Yeah, he was gonna come on, and I think he's gonna cancel. Probably recovering.
I don't know.
Okay.
Right. I got another question here. It says Ryan, and he says, have you seen Conor McGregor lately? He seems like he lost a lot of weight. I guess he stopped taking certain chemicals. What do you think?
I think so too.
He did lose a lot of weight. I did see him,
but it was prepping for the movie. That's what I'm gonna say. He was prepping for, what is it, Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. He did that movie, yes.
Yeah.
But and then he started, getting.
Now, who's he fighting next?
Michael Chandler.
Okay, and that's confirmed.
Who's always in shape.
Who's always in shape. Always worked hard.
And you think Conor's gonna win?
No. I think Conor's gonna get knocked out, and I think he's gonna get ground and pounded. Because Chandler's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
The only thing I can see is Chandler gets caught coming in because he tends to get wild
with his hands down too.
His hands down. Gets wild, tries to grab you, and he gets caught, and out he goes. That is the only thing I can see. The only thing I could say. But again, if you pick with me, you're gonna lose a lot of money. I've never been right, but I just think Conor, you can't be this long out of the sport.
Yep.
You cannot be this long out of the sport.
Yep. And I got another question. I think he's training more. That's why he's losing weight. Mr. G says he thinks Conor is losing a lot of weight, training more.
The thing that worries me is that
time away,
man. Time
that
away
is going to be off.
His timing will be off. You can't mimic what goes on in that ring. You cannot mimic what goes on in that ring. Yep. And I knew that from when I got.
When was the last time he fought Conor? About what?
Oh my God!
About what?
Broke his leg
3 years ago.
Jorge broke his leg. I mean, I think it was more than that.
Yep.
All three brothers.
All the three brothers. Yes, all three of us right here are brothers in real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who said that?
Gizmo.
Gizmo said, "Are all three brothers?" Yes, we are. All three brothers. Yes. Another question is this one, and this one is another Nick, and he says, "Who does Tyson Fury fight next?"
Oh, that's for the Undisputed Championship this weekend, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Are you going to get Jim on, George?
I'm going to try to get Jim on. I haven't talked to Fred. I've been this graduation thing has been.
You need to reach out to Fred.
yeah. Why don't you reach out to Fred? You got a better chance of getting Jim on anyway.
All right.
I think I'm going to try to get him on big weekend. He's fighting Alexander Usyk, undefeated. Coming in, he was the undisputed cruiserweight champion. I believe.
Mr. G makes a good point. He says John Jones was out for a while too.
Yeah. John,
but against Stipe is totally different, though.
Yeah, my point on that, the only point I would make on that is John Jones dominated. Conor McGregor was on a couple losses there and a broken leg, and I mean there's a lot there, and he doesn't say what you want about Conor or John Jones. John Jones is the best fight I've seen in that sport.
And when he trains, he gets down to it.
And Conor when you have that kind of money, it's hard to come back. And yet you're right. Jones was in, but also I think also at the heavier weights, it's a little different. The pop and everything else. Those other guys are quick in those lighter weights, and they could wrestle. It's a little bit different there. I think
Jones can get away with his.
Come on.
Jones can get away with his skills. He can over dominate someone with his skills in the heavyweight division.
Because they're slower.
Yep.
The thing with quickness is once that goes, coming back, man.
Yeah, Captain Mr. G says agreed. I think John has more.
Yep. He
prove,
had
yes.
more. I mean, what like kind of 150, $200 million. You know, there's not much there, man. I'm gonna tell you this: if I got $1 million, I wouldn't do shit. I wouldn't do shit.
Connor has more injuries. Small says Fury's a goddamn giant with good hands. Yes, he is. Small.
Oh yeah, I saw. Now Tyson Fury on when he's on.
Yep.
He is one of the best of all time. People, you know, I'm hearing a lot of people saying he's not one of the best of all time. I think they're wrong because he's 6'7", 250 pounds, 260 pounds, light on his feet, good jab, a lot of dirty boxing.
Yep.
He's pretty good.
And I'll tell you this. I think the AJ fight versus Francis, you know, got to him a little bit.
You think it lit a little fire underneath him?
I think it did.
It had to.
Yep.
Because
He was embarrassed a little bit.
Yeah. Because he was like, I should have done that. I should have done that to Francis.
Just think about that. If he would have knocked him out like that, holy cow, his stock would have soared.
Yep.
Not that his stock hasn't soared now. His stock would have soared. He would have been tremendous.
Yep.
Tremendous.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. As well as he has no rings, he has spring smarts. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does. He's just all around in general. He's a great fighter. I think anyway.
Mr. G said, "Great defense, Tyson Fury."
Absolutely.
Absolutely
the best.
Doesn't get hit much.
No?
JZ, what's up with that mic?
Yeah, it's coming in. Yeah, it's coming up a little bit.
A little bit. A little bit. Yeesh.
Yeah. Let's see if Mr. G wants to jump on.
Let's see if Mr. G's on. We could give him there.
Mr. G, if you want to jump on real quick, we'll send you the link.
What I do here?
Talk about what's going on in your camp over there.
Oh yeah, he's got Mr. G has a YouTube channel. If you go over there, like and subscribe to that.
Dan Canella said, "What's up, Dan? What's up, Dan? Mr. G, yes, Mr. G. He's training there. He's got some great videos. Mr. G training hard. And if you know what's going on, Mr. G, we sent you the link. So if you jump in, come on,
jump on. We got some time here. I
can
can switch that off. I'll put him in there.
Lucas Rosa there. He started his debut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that Lucas Rosa was on there. Did very well. I don't know how many amateur fights he had. I didn't see that.
You can ask Charles maybe if his brother wants to jump on your podcast, George.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on.
Oh, you talked to him?
No, I'm gonna talk to him. I want to get him on. The boys are back together. Nice.
Yes. What's up, man? Yes, we are back.
We are back. Yes. I think Tiziz had mentioned that he wanted to see the quick hits back. So that was good.
Yes. So yeah, Mr. G, the link is there. Jump in.
JZ, you have anybody coming up on the show?
I got the Sopranos actors coming the end of the month. I'm going to start doing a lot of Sopranos, guys.
Okay.
For the 25th anniversary, a bunch of them are coming on. And then I got some more wrestlers coming on. I got Enzo Amore's coming on.
Is what's his name? Tony Soprano coming on?
No, he's dead.
Hey, George.
James, no. George, you don't know, do you?
No,
James Gandolfini, no.
I don't watch this shit.
John Cena, Tyson Fury is 6'9", and he's the biggest heavyweight to be able to move around like he does in the ring. Where's the jacket? Yes, I met Richie Aprile.
Where's the jacket?
Yes, I met Richie Aprile. The guy.
I don't get these whole things.
Sopranos.
I don't get it.
You got to watch.
Hey, you got to watch the show. It's the greatest show.
Breaking Bad. What's the other one? The other goofy one.
Game of Thrones.
Who?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
That stuff's stupid. That's to me, it's stupid. I don't like it.
The gabagool.
What?
The gabagool.
What the hell is that?
That's the Italian way of calling like the salami. It's gabagool. The Italian way of doing it.
Is that like the babania?
Yes, it'd be like
Greg always says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes.
no, I never got into that. The other ones. What's the other thing? Oh, Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders. I don't know
what.
Oh, Peaky Blinders. Michelle watches. My wife watches this Peaky Blinders.
I don't know.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I think I don't know if I haven't had cable or a subscription to shit. I can't tell you when.
George, I was just watching Netflix.
That's Michelle's. I don't watch any of that stuff.
You don't watch any of that stuff.
I couldn't even tell you when it's on or how to watch it, how to scroll through it. Stupid.
You know, I got really hooked on just recently the last year, and during COVID was Ozark.
Ozark was very good.
And Stranger Things. Tiffany got me hooked on Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Wow.
Yeah. Did you, JZ? You watch that?
I've seen a couple of things of it, Stranger Things, but I know Ozark. You got me a little bit to watch a little bit of that.
Yep. Okay. Sylvester Stallone.
The Sylvester Stallone documentary on it is really good.
But yeah, I'll watch a documentary. I'll watch that. Oh, we got someone on the line coming in. We have somebody.
The Tom Brady. Oh,
Mr. G.
The man.
What's up, guys?
What's up,
Going
man?
on?
The man.
All right. Well, you guys are the fighting experts. You guys have been fighting a long, boxing and karate a long
Yeah, all
time.
that stuff. We've been doing it a
Yeah.
long time, all of us. Yes, and you're looking good.
Yeah,
well,
good.
It's a long, it's a long road. You got to be. It's one of the hardest. That's why I put my hat off to anybody in the combat sports. It's one of the hardest things
It is.
ever to train for. But then not only that, to put yourself in there and actually you and the other person.
Yes.
It's,
Did you Mr. G? Did you talk to Lucas Rosa?
I'll speak to him. So on that card, Lucas Rowe he's 10-0 in amateur.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he won the is it Pride? Is there Pride fighting?
There was, but they were bought by UFC years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he fought. He was the he won the kickboxing championship. One of those organizations.
Oh,
Okay.
He won that, and then because he was going to fight a fight, and the fighter dropped out, so we went into that, and then he just fought in Orlando this past weekend. Leela, L-E-L-E-O, if I'm saying it right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Matt Waggy,
Waggy.
is the MMA coach at our place. He won as well. He won in 90 seconds, the rear naked choke, I believe.
I saw that.
Yeah, these guys, Waggy, he was a junior national champ in judo.
Wow.
I mean, and he's a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I mean, these guys are are top level guys.
Yeah, they're all top level. Yep. And you're training with all of them, right?
Yeah, I'm training with all. So Matt Waggy is the MMA coach at our place. He looks over all the fighters, and also Charles McCarthy, the owner. Charles Chainsaw McCarthy. He was in the UFC.
I remember him.
He looks over it as well, but Waggy's more of the hands-on guy on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. And then you got Hector Lombard, Hector was doing. He's a great. He's an inventor. He invents all. He has all these inventions that he does. He has these. Let me see. He invented these things that you wear for bare knuckle boxing.
Oh wow!
They're like these things you wear to protect your knuckles.
Oh wow!
You see them?
Yeah. Those are cool. Is he selling them?
Yeah, he's selling them. He's selling them at the. You know what? If you want to get him, I don't know if you guys want to have him on the podcast.
Oh, I'd love to get Hector on.
Yeah, I'll get him, Hector. Yeah, Hector's great. You're full. He likes to play around. You guys, unless the bodybuilding guys don't realize, but the guys like to fool around, play around. You know, all the time. Hector comes in and plays. Because I was fooling around with him in the front. And Charles is like, "Be careful."
Hector don't play much, like that. You saw when that guy jumped in the ring and challenged him, and he hit him with a 1-2 quick.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. So we also got the European kickboxing champion Musa from Turkey, who just came here. He trains at a place.
Oh wow!
So him and Hector were training. They were training together. And Musa says, "Ooh," he goes, I had to slow down a little bit because because it's how he is.
He don't play when he's on that level. Now there's a guy.
He's strong too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Mr. G, we'll just go around the horn here. Gizmo, he said he was never impressed with Conor McGregor. Flashy kicks and punches. He should have never been a karate point fight. He should have been a karate point fighter. Khabib, GSP, Jones, Silver, those are the true champs. Mr. G, what is your thoughts on Conor McGregor and his comeback?
Conor McGregor, I think he's got nothing to prove at this point. I don't know what's he going to prove. When I talked about John Jones had more to prove because he got ousted by by the drugs and all the other stuff, by the illegal, so he's like, he has something more to prove than the money. McGregor is already, he's already proved that, and he's hundreds of millions of dollars. He's, and it's more the injuries,
Right?
the injuries. So I mean, that's why if they allow, performance enhancing drugs, in the fighters, it helps recuperate from injuries.
Yep.
So I don't know whether McGregor, because he can go. You guys, if in the fight game, you're allowed to, if you're not competing, you can go on that stuff, right?
Yeah.
You can, but you have to jump out of the pool and jump back in.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't in the pool.
No.
So what I'm saying is that he probably started training because what I'm noticing, because when I first started training at Nick Catone's in Jersey, up in Jersey, a lot of the guys weren't weight training. Now he put a weight training facility in there, so a lot of guys are starting over the last, I'm gonna say probably the last 4 or 5 years, starting to actually train to help prevent injuries. Wow. So they're doing a lot more stuff, besides just the fight training itself. But I mean, when you get those type of injuries.
Yeah. And we'll go around the horn here real quick with Lynn Englert. I think her name is Lynn there. Lynn or him, whatever. What do you guys think about the new fighters like Bo Nickel, Coach Diz? What do you think about Bo Nickel?
I think Bo Nickel is going to be the future of MMA, right? As of right, maybe about 4 years. I think his wrestling's to the next level. He's straightening up his his hands, so I think that'll be a good thing. What about you, JZ?
I think he is going to be the future of the MMA. He's still got a lot to go, but he's proven to be pretty good. What about you, Mr. D?
Mr. G, what do you think?
Well, I think because American wrestling over Roman Greco and all the other stuff is far better to bring into the game. I heard Shao Sonnen talking about that American wrestlers, and he's right. They know how to take people down and keep them down.
Yep, they do.
And I've saw in a lot of these MMA first fights, when you go against a wrestler, because you can't strike on the bottom, they just take a guy down and hold him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, they know how to get out. So I mean, that being said, this guy Bo Nichols, Bo Nichols. He's definitely going to be the future, and they're incorporating that into the gym. We have wrestling at our place.
Yes.
In fact, I was told to start doing that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Bo Nichols' manager to get back to me. He's going to be on the show, and I want to speak to him. He's a legend out here. Penn State University wrestlers. They're top of the line. You can't get any better than that. I just saw Zane. What's his name? Zane Rutherford's going to the Olympic team. So these guys, and it's a huge part of that. The MMA is wrestling, huge part. And if you're as good as he is, and you guys know mentally, you have to be really tough to be a wrestler. There's a lot of mental crap that goes on. You go through a lot of pain and what have you. So you got to have it in order to be in a wrestling thing. So Bo Nickel, yes, I don't think he's ready for Khamzat yet. You give him a couple fights under his belt before you fight someone like that. But after that, I think anybody he'd give anybody in the top 10 a tough go.
Yep.
Oh, there's no doubt. Plus, those guys are used to training real hard and losing weight.
Yep.
Yeah. The two things that they're used to doing that in the other combat sports, if guys are coming from other things or never came from that, they're not used to that.
Yep, exactly. Wrestling is really wrestling. If you get wrestling down really well, that's part of the ground and pound. You got to get them to the ground, just like wrestling. So it comes together, just like the judo and everything.
The fights, every fight ends up on the ground.
Every fight. That's what you got to do.
They say, the fights start standing up, but it's hard to catch a guy coming in. If you're just a boxer, it's hard to catch a guy coming in. You got to know something.
Yep.
The Homeless Project's joining us here. Hope everyone is well. Yes, Mr. G is here in the house. Yeah. What else you got coming up on your podcast there, Mr. G, on your YouTube channel?
We're just showing the train. What I'm trying to do is document all the training, what it takes to start from the beginning to actually having a fight. So I mean, whatever they tell me to do, I'm doing and showing. The good, the bad, the ugly. I know.
Go ahead.
Because when you see yourself, when you think you're throwing a 90-mile-an-hour punch, and then you look at it on the thing, and it looks like,
Yeah, but
but it's obviously different from when you're actually standing there, when you see, from when people see things, from people training, then they actually see it. Yeah, this is all the stuff he's doing. When they actually see it up front, it's a hell of a lot different.
Yep.
What they're showing here, there's your coach Charles Rosa, and you're there to your right. That's some of your training there. And all this stuff is here. This is at one of the best facilities in South Florida.
It's American Combat Gym. They all came from out of this whole gym. Started after COVID. So during COVID, what happened is they were all an American top team. All the guys here that training people here, the owner, the coach, and then what happens when they had the virus, they closed down and only had the pros could go there. So you used to be able to go off the street and just train if you want to learn self-defense or just learn to get fit, or if you wanted to be a fighter. Now it's just fighters. So Charles started this place here, so all those guys came here. Lucky for me, because you have all these really great guys there to learn from.
And that's the thing. You have great trainers around you. People don't realize that. Your age, but you have great people around you.
I'm so uncomfortable. Believe me, and the more like the footwork, and then having Devin, who's 6'7", 255 pounds for the ground game, and hit, and just it's so uncomfortable. But I know that's what I gotta do to feel comfortable when I actually go in there.
Yeah, exactly.
He kicked me in the head. He kicked me. The other day he kicked me in the head, and Coach Waggy's like, I go, listen, I'm Irish, I can take it. It doesn't matter. I want the kicks harder.
Well, that's you. That's your fight. You just keep coming out.
You guys are good trained. You guys been training your whole life, so it's like you black out. Like you don't. It's like you're in there. You don't really feel it until afterwards. Like my leg was sore for 2.5 weeks from him kicking it.
Yep.
Well, when I get ready for a fight too, like the sparring, I sit there and I get hit a lot. And it gets me used to getting hit that way. So I feel comfortable doing that. I feel extremely comfortable getting hit. And then as the fights get closer, I don't feel it. You're right. You don't feel it as much.
It's like you black. It's like you black out. I can't explain you. Well, I can't. Well, you guys. It's like I don't. And once the game changer for me was when Charles started showing me how to block, because the lighter guys are pairing like this. They block. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. It's too much. Once he had me putting my hands up like this, because I come in. That's how it was a game changer for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even though you're hitting me, right? I'm still absorbing 50. And then I know with my head down that you're right there. That was a complete game changer for me.
Well,
you're not going to fight like that. Only the lighter guys are going to do that because they're much quicker.
Yep. Plus, the heavyweights hit a lot harder too. They'll punch right through that. No, that could be a problem. You know what I mean? When you're with the lighter weights, they like to fight a certain way where they're parrying off because they're fast. The heavyweights are going to try to punch right through that. There's a better opening for you to punch through them too when they open themselves up. So and
that's why I recommend anybody that's going to actually fight should have and want to make yourself go up levels is have a pro train you one-on-one. They're gonna show you stuff that's gonna if you had 60 classes you took, that 60 would take one. I've been doing it for almost 3.5 years now. So I mean,
that's great.
Yeah, I started at Nick Catone. So the first place I trained at Nick Catone's. Frankie Alvarez. In fact, who's fighting who's coming up? The next fights that are coming up. Who's the Uzbekistan guys that are fighting? Is it Kyle?
George's going to be fighting soon. Well, hopefully in November.
No. Wait, who's fighting? What are you saying now?
In the UFC, with the next fight?
Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor.
No, it's isn't it Hamzat?
Poirier.
Yeah,
Poirier
they're all
versus
training there.
Islam.
They're all training at Nick's.
Oh, Nick. Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all there now.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because Nick has that. So Nick used to be in the UFC. You know, Nick Catone.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so he has a house where those guys all stay.
Mm.
You know.
Wow.
So they've been training there the last. In fact, when I was going to go there, but I didn't have a chance to. But they're all there now.
Mm. Wow.
Mr. G, you ever been to American Top Team?
Yeah, because I wanted to go there and train before I found American Combat Gym.
Okay.
And they said we walked. The guy let us in, and then two guys walked up to us. What are you doing here? Right. So I'm like, I want to train to fight. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't be here. You know?
Really?
Wow.
No shit.
I didn't take it other than they could have thought we were like someone from another camp trying to film.
Oh, wow.
You know, why did American Top Team break off?
They broke off. I don't know. I mean, you can't join there.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, how are they going to get new people?
Yeah.
How do they make money?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I think they're making money. They're making money from the money from the athletes. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe.
So
they have to be.
They get a piece of their prize money.
Wow.
Yeah, oh yes, that's right. You're correct. That's how they make the money.
I'm going to guess that's how it works because there's only one that they had a whole chain of them. And in fact, I went to go. There was another one that's about 6 miles from me that just opened up, and I went to train there. And the first day I went there, who's the Brazilian guy who says money? Show me the money.
Which one? Gracie, not Gracie.
No,
the fighting guy that says, "Show me the money, America. I'm gonna become an American citizen."
$1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase is the only one I could think of.
No, I can't think of the guy. I can't.
Come on, who? Let me ask my who? Who? Oh, Money Moicano.
Oh, Money Moicano. Okay.
Yeah, listen, you gotta have. What are the odds of this? I pull up one morning, like when I first got here, and I see this guy, Money Moicano. I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
I go, you train there? I go, what time they open? He goes, well, I don't think they're open now. I go, what's your name? You go, fighter, you're in the UFC. I go, yeah. He can barely speak any English. This is almost 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And now he's obviously he's fluid.
Wow.
But very gracious, very humble. That's what all the fighters, very, but I don't know, American Top Team, I guess that's what they do. So I went there and then that place closed.
Okay.
That place, so that place closed. They have another American Top Team, but it's just one little small dojo, and it's really for kids.
Yeah.
Coming from Nick Catone's, with Nick he has two octagons, one boxing ring, 5 open dojos. Mm-hmm. He has a weight training room, a physical therapy. So that was my first. And having all these pro athletes and people training around you, that's my first, my first place to go. So I mean, once I was there, then I knew where I wanted to, that I should be in a place like that, with pro fighters if I'm going to learn. Yeah.
Well, as we're approaching here at the top of the hour, we were talking, Mr. G, before you jumped on the Tyson Fury fight this weekend. If we could go really quick, we're going to go around the horn real quick. Start with you, Mr. G. Go to Coach Diz and work your way back up. As to who do you believe this weekend will become the first undisputed champion since Riddick Bowe, since the first undefeated heavyweight champion since Riddick Bowe?
I believe was Mike Tyson undisputed.
Yeah, but after that became Holyfield, and after that came Bowe. Bowe was the last.
And Tyson Fury.
This is the last.
This is one of his goals. I'm going to imagine his ultimate goal. I would say.
You're going to swing what you're going to, even though Usyk's a good fighter, slick fighter, you're going to stick with Tyson Fury.
After the loss, after he almost lost, I mean, he didn't lose, but Nagano.
Yeah,
Nagano. Yeah, the fire's under his belt. He's got his bare knuckle dad there.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Diz, what are you thinking?
I think Tyson's gonna utilize the jab. Make sure, because Usyk's a smaller fighter, so you can't let Usyk get inside, and then that's gonna be the way Tyson Fury wins. He's gonna keep him the distance. I could see a late stoppage around 8-9, but I'll get deep into it probably this week.
This week we will. Jerzey JZ, what are you thinking, buddy?
Tyson Fury all the way. He's got something to prove after that Nagano fight. I think he was embarrassed, and I think he's got a lot to prove. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury takes this. I think he becomes the first undefeated heavyweight champion in since Riddick Bowe. And this will catapult him to higher levels. And I think he fights AJ right after that, and he calls it a career. I think he's only got about 2 fights left. Yep. I think that's it. But as always, Mr. G, it was a pleasure to have you on. Where can they get a hold of you on your social media and your protein cookies? And of course,
Captain Protein's MMA Kitchen is our YouTube channel where I'm documenting all the training that we're doing.
Yep.
And our website is Captain Protein Cookies. You can go on there. You know, and
Mr. G, you're a true legend. You come on, and we always support you in anything you would do.
I appreciate everything you guys. Thank you so much.
Keep doing what you're doing, Mr. G. We all tell the roaster we said hello.
We're gonna follow your journey here. You're gonna come on to whenever we can. When we go live, you could go live with us anytime. The invitation is always open. But also, if you go to acesunglasses.com.au and put the promo code Mr. G30, you can get 30% off men and women's glasses. They're great sunglasses. Summer's just around the corner, guys. That'll be something you guys can do. There they are, right there. You know, if you want to look that good, you put those on. You get
right on cue.
Well, Mr. G, as always, again, we're great to have you on. Follow Mr. G. Go to Captain Protein MMA Kitchen on his YouTube channel, and he's all over the internet. Captain Protein Cookies. Mr. G, as always, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I'll talk to you guys.
And guys, we're going to wrap this up quickly. Okay. This week, I'm going to get some other stuff on. Jerzey JZ, what do you have going on and where they can get you?
They've seen me, Jerzey JZ. You know where to go. Straight out of Jersey. Let me run. I got to run out of here, too.
What kind of guests do you have coming on this week?
Shut up.
All right, Coach Diz. This week, we're trying to get Jim Lampley on, a couple other people on. I want David Feldman from Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. We can get him on, too. We didn't really talk too much about the Lomachenko fight. The more I wanted to talk about it, but
hey, so if you see if Tyson wins and you see AJ, what do you think with that one?
I think Tyson's gonna run the gauntlet.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I have a funny feeling he's gonna run the gauntlet. No, that's Jim Lampley.
I think he has something to prove. No, I'm not. There you go.
I think this is something there. I think Tyson has this thing that he wants to prove that what happened with Ngannou is a fluke.
Mm-hmm.
But man, if he could put that together and run that off, you realize he could be undefeated all the way through.
Yeah,
I mean, he has. Is there a loss or a no? I think it's a no contest. I think he tested positive for something. Nanodrol. I think he did. I think there's a no contest. He's undefeated, but I don't know if he's perfect. So, I don't know. I thought I could have swore there was a no contest there, but he's still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Going to the Lomachenko real quick though. Just separated, just two different levels.
I know, and I like Kambosos. I do like him, but he's not on that level yet. I think he's too slow, not slick enough for someone like this. Which is why Haney beat him so easily. I think Teofimo Lopez would have beat him.
Yeah,
if Teo was in better shape and on point, I think he would have beat him easily.
Didn't he have water in his lung or blood?
Water in his lungs. He had COVID before. They say he has long COVID. I don't even know if he does. Who knows? But that's Were you
impressed with Lomachenko?
What's that?
Were you impressed?
I was, but the problem I have with Lomachenko is Kambosos is not a measuring stick you want to put there.
Yeah.
Kambosos is a B plus B, like an average fighter. He's not that A level. Lomachenko fights Tank. Lomachenko fights T.O. again. Lomachenko fights someone like that.
Mhm.
You got to be an A level, like Navarrete. You have to be A level fighter to fight that guy.
Yep.
I thought he was going to slow down in this fight. He didn't slow down because the legs are the first thing to go. Your legs are the first thing that go. You get shot, you're done. I thought that was going to be the first one. They didn't. He had good legs. He was quick. He was moving different angles. Kambosos couldn't catch him. He didn't know where he was. He was getting hit from different angles.
Yeah,
Huge problem.
He Kambosos is usually has heart, and when he's taking knees and stuff, it's like, oof.
Yeah, and again, he got hit by a body shot.
Yeah,
Not a body shot. That's not good. That's not good. That's really not good.
Last thing before we go, what about the every week is Ryan Garcia week? Something with him. Spence and Ryan Garcia. What do you see with that? You think that's any?
Did I predict that? I predicted that. I said he would. I talked to Kevin. Kevin thought I was crazy. He said it would make no sense for him, and it doesn't make sense for Spence. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's not that they say it's getting close, but I don't know if it will. Kevin said that it doesn't make sense because if he loses, Spence loses. That looks bad.
Done. Yeah,
he's done there. He does because I guess he says he's the big fish there, and he could sell out these fans. I think Ryan Garcia could sell a lot too. I got news.
Yeah,
Ryan Garcia can sell too, but I do believe at some point, Ryan the next fight's going to either expose Ryan or show that he's actually legit. One or the other, because I don't know if Haney was as good as we thought. That's the only thing. Because I don't think I like Kevin. I like Devin Haney. I like the guy. But I don't know if he's as good as we thought. Now that I'm looking at watching that fight. Now he was tough.
Some amateur stuff. He was doing some amateur stuff with his jab.
Right. Oh, he's got the bow and arrow thing going on. I will say he was tough enough to hang in there. It was tough. When you get dropped like that in the first round, you're getting knocked from pillar to post, and the fights were close. The rounds were close there.
Yep.
2-7, they were close, or 3-7, they were close rounds. You couldn't give him to. Then he got or was it 6 round, 2-6? It was close, and then he got knocked down a bunch of times in the 6th or the 7th. Yeah. I forget. It's been so long. Oh shit! Now you're getting tired. Nope. But ultimately, if Spence were to fight Ryan Garcia, who would you pick? Oh, these guys, they think I'm stupid. They go onto this thing. Anyway, I just bumped them both off the screen there. But guys, I wanted to thank you guys for joining us tonight. It was a quick impromptu, quick hits. We wanted to get back into it a little bit. We're gonna be doing a lot more because I don't have the colleges. I don't have the colleges are closed for the summer, so I have more time to do it. I want to get on with D-Style Boxing and Joe Beebe. I want to get on his Ringside Reporter. They got a lot of good content there. Jersey JZ, straight out of Jersey. Go over there, subscribe to these channels, support them because they put their heart into it and they try to give you guys as best content as they can. Also, just go to our sponsors. We got ringside.com/podcast. You get 40% off selected brands if you're not becoming amateur or even a pro. You can get their deal. They're great deals. 40% off. You go to Ace Sunglasses, acesunglasses.com.au. Get sunglasses at if you enter the code Mr. G30, you get 30% off. So again, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. It's a little impromptu. I'm going back. My wife is home from Maryland. She was at the graduation for my stepson, so she's back there. I'm gonna go see her. I haven't seen her in a couple days. But remember, don't be envious of what I've accomplished in my life. Be inspired by what you can do in yours. Thanks. And by the way, happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mother. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.